Hey guys, we are live. What is going on today, guys? Let's start the intro with Indigo Saint. Boom.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
My man, Indigo. Alright, guys, so I think we're live here. What we're going to discuss today, let's see here. Display and face. We don't want to see that. So what we're going to discuss today, guys, is we're going to discuss what's up with Bitcoin. It's under 36K. Where can it go from here? I'm going to bring this up here so I can see you guys' comments. Just give it a second and I'll mute it so you don't hear echo. 1 second, guys. Okay, so it's muted. That's fine. All right, guys. So if we come over here and look at this Bitcoin chart, and again, I've gone over this a little bit, like what all these symbols mean. You can come over to my channel at where is it? darkhorsewatcher.com, and you can come over here to playlists. Go to beginner stock playlists. Yeah, beginner stock and crypto learning videos. It goes over all of these different indicators. But for right now, let's close the extra indicators. Let's get rid of this and let's zoom in on this boy. I believe this is the 4 hour. We're going to go to the day. Okay, and then let's make it so we can see everything. Okay, so we can go really long on this chart, but here's the thing to really note. Okay, we got this Gann chart right here. This Gann chart, why it's superior to a lot of things is that it shows resistance over time. So if we look at these triangles here, these triangles are really showing the resistance over the time. So as I go down this triangle, you can see here May, June, July, like that, right? So right now, and I told my patrons this too, like we really needed to hold 37, like 37.5. I think I said that on the last show here with Gentleman in Crypto as well. So now that we've fallen past that, if we fall past this little support here, we can just keep falling down to me. We can keep falling. Like the next point is 35, or I'm sorry, 32. But after that, it's quite possible we can get down to this low right here at 28. And if you look at this low here at 28, kind of matches up with June. And June seems to be a really important date. A lot of people are pushing their stuff back to June. So if there's any chance that we're going to get out of this bear market, I'm thinking we got to wait all the way till June over here, all right? And yeah, so that's based off this Gann chart and the support moving with time, or if it just continues to stay going down instead of, if it continues to stay going down as in bearing, um, we could probably bear all the way to June. Okay, so let me see if we got some people in the chat here. Great buying opportunities, long game, crypto not made for the weak. Agreed, my brother, agreed. So that's why we're going to go over today 5 coins, 5 like strong coins that we can buy in this dip, but just understand, guys, when I say buy in the dip, I'm saying like just scaling in a little bit, because what I just told you is I'm expecting this boy to continue at least till June. So you scale yourself in, you set your supports and resistances, and honestly, to me, I just showed you guys a support. Let's say, like, I'm not really like heavy trying to buy anything until it goes above like 40, to be honest with you. Definitely, let me just put another line there so it's clear. Okay, I don't know if it copied the line or not, but there we go. Okay. To be honest with you, if I was really being safe, I would say it would have to pass this gray line, which is 42. But honestly, we could just say 40 right here. If it can pass, you know what? I'm gonna put it. Okay, yeah. Well, 40, 46. Okay, so if it can pass 46, 40.6, I guess, K. That's the only way I would be like going more than a little bit into anything. But right now, I'm honestly expecting it to keep going, just like this down to June. And a good example of that is right here. And you can see totally how it just moved with time into that triangle. It could not break the resistance here at that green resistance, and that moved for what? A good 2 months. Study trying to fake us out like it was going to break that resistance, and it never did. So at this point, we're really kind of holding real close to this support in the gray, and I'm thinking we might even possibly break it. So there we go with that. Now let's move into some coins, and the first coin we're going to move into is Cardano. I know everybody loves to hate on Cardano, but I'm a big believer in Cardano, just especially because you see the money flowing into their DeFi. You see people excited about their NFTs. You see people like Snoop Dogg now doing NFTs in the Cardano space. A lot to like about Cardano in the long term. They also have some pipelining that comes up in June. So again, another June period or point to point two. So in June, they're going to have pipelining, which is going to make their network a lot faster, and enable them to handle more transactions. So that's something to look for in June. They also get their own stable coin in June. So that's something to note. And as you can see, it's firmly in this gray right here. Let's see here. Coinbase probably didn't. Okay, yeah. So you can see it's been over $1 for quite a while, and now it's like at least 30 to 25% under $1. So to me, I think it definitely has the ability to make it back to $1. I don't even see any reason why not. But yeah, so while we're on Cardano, I want to mention a couple NFTs in that space. So let's pop up. Okay, so Claymates. Remember how I mentioned earlier that Snoop had an NFT in this space? This is the NFT. It's called Clay Nation, and they kind of did theirs a little backwards in that they released their lands, and then if you own one of their lands, you're going to be able to have the ability to get tokens dropped to you. So, the way Bored Ape did it is like, okay, you own one of the Bored Ape NFTs, we dropped the tokens to you, and the tokens were used to pay for the land. So they're doing it a little bit backwards in that they gave you the land, they're going to give you the tokens, and then that'll probably put you in line for some NFTs, like some exclusive music for. Oh, they actually said it in their white paper, or light paper, I should say. That'll put you in line for some NFTs from Snoop Dogg himself and Snoop Dogg's son, Champ. So let's go back to that little thing that they said here. Okay. So they finally got maps for these NFTs. And if you're interested in buying one of these Clay Nation NFTs, you'll come over here to the JPEG store. This is basically the biggest market for Cardano NFTs. There are a couple other markets. If we have time, I'll go over those at the end. Let's see here. So Clay Nation. So you would want pitches at Clay Nation. Floor is $3.99 right now for some of them. We want property zones. Baked Nation. Okay. Because these boys had dipped down to like 350 at one point. Wait. That's the wrong nation. Okay. Baked Nation. Okay, 450. So it's at 450 now, which isn't a bad buy. I believe they had dipped to 350. Yeah, see, they did dip to 350. That was on May, and then people came and gobbled it up, and now it's back to 450. So, yep, so that's something also that you can use to monitor stuff. Like come in here and look at the activity and see where they're at. So May 3rd, when everything kind of went down, I think that corresponds exactly with that Bitcoin drop. If we go over here and take a look, Cardano tends to move exactly with Bitcoin. Okay, we have to go deep, but you can see it kind of correlates with that. We could go into the 4 hour, but I don't want to get that deep. So yeah, and let's look and see what they say here. After the last few months of back-to-back releases and incredible partnership announcements, our team has decided to push back the release of Clay till June. And just like I told you guys, it looks like June is a good point because this is why projects are pushing their stuff back to that. And specifically in the Cardano space, that is when that new pipelining is supposed to be available. That is also when the stablecoin is supposed to be available. So they're pushing it back to known catalysts in this ecosystem. So that's extremely smart of them to do. This will allow us to solidify relationships and partners and advisors who will play a key role in smooth deployment. Just a whole bunch of like flowery talk to like we're really pushing it back so it's not done in a bear market, and we're going to push it back to when we know it's going to be a positive bull catalyst in the Cardano market. This extra time between launches also will enable our team to zoom out and take a look at the years ahead, ensuring we can create detailed plans for new starters, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So our next Clay paper version will be released in the next coming weeks, which will include further updates, Clay news, as well as a couple of job posts to be open to applications from the community. So that's pretty cool. So definitely look out for the next Clay paper. If you want to know how to find that, you just come over here, Clay Nation. They have about 55K followers. Just come over here and click on the link tree. and you do clay paper. It should give you the latest one, or the latest ones. Okay, so yep, that one's from April, so it's not out yet. Okay, so another one in the Cardano space, which I'm very huge on, and that's because we're getting all of this buzz from the NFTs in the Cardano space. And just another thing to note, guys, besides these coins, what I'm mostly trying to do like heavy, since I am speculating that Bitcoin is just going to chill like this until like June. What I'm mostly doing heavily is looking at some NFTs and some upcoming catalysts on NFTs and try to quick flip them, because so it looks like coins are going to be in that bear market at least till then. So so I'm looking for stuff like Clay Nation, which we also mentioned they're going to drop their Clay coins. They pushed that drop back to June. We just saw that here. Where is it? Yep, push back the release of Clay Coin to June. So that's one. Another one, and we talked about this a little bit last week, so I'm not going to mention it too much, is Cornucopias. Let's just go to their Twitter site. They're going to have their land release, and this is also on the Cardano chain, coming up here soon. They're just going to do it anyway in a bear market because that's how Cornucopias is. They're pretty cool. Let's see, Cornucopia. Ooh, I can't spell. Okay, there we go. So they're having their land release come up soon. Check out the previous video I did on the Gentleman of Crypto Network. It'll tell you that, you know, if you own one of these NFTs, you get like basically second high on the tier. They have the first tier is like their OGs and everybody who's like in their Discord and they've like worked their way through their Discord. But the second tier are the people who actually own one of their NFTs. You have to go on their Discord to validate it and verify it so that you're known. But this land drop, I know people are going to be really interested in it. So if you see this, their graphics are literally kind of unreal. It's going to be built on Unreal Engine 5. Not too many projects are built on Unreal Engine 5 because it just came out. Everything's going to be Unreal Engine 4. So definitely, Cornucopias is something cool. Oh man. So let's see here. Yeah, I love these graphics. Let's just check that out right quick. That's it. This gives you a little nice feel about it, and they put out a little like Star Wars inspired commercial there, where they're saying that they're still going to drop the land even though there's a bear market right now. So let's see her. So we got that. Again, one more in this Cardano space is a coin called Paribus. It's been hit pretty hard again by this downtrend. Let's bring it up. PBX. I think it's under it's like a half cent right now. Under a half cent. Still stuck in that gray channel like a lot of the coins right now. But what I really like about it is if we come look at the light paper, these guys are going to instantly kind of give loans on NFTs. So here we go. DeFi primitives come on chain is revamping traditional investment as new utilities are being derived from principles that have remained unchanged for decades. Paribus has identified opportunities in the following areas: virtual land, music, crypto collectibles, digital art, synthetic assets, backed on chain by collateral, smart contracts, insurance policies, domain names. So they're going to offer loans on all this type of stuff. And this is going to be really cool because a lot of the loan places that you have out there right now, these like flash loan places, only offer stuff on Ethereum stuff. So again, with the Cardano NFTs getting so much of a buzz, getting so much of a like a name behind them, now there will exist Paribus as a service where you can actually come through and use those NFTs as liquidity for a loan. So that's going to be really huge. As far as I know, there's no place on Cardano that is doing this yet. So as soon as they're up and running with that, people are going to be flocking to these guys so hardcore. And of course, you're probably going to get that loan in some type of Paribus tokens. So it's really going to get their whole DeFi system chugging along, right? So Paribus is another coin on that list. Let me go see if we got any questions right quick. Welcome back, Better Understanding. Welcome, Jason Pertel. I hope I said that right. Quarter Caller, Wyatt, Try It. Strictly, what's up, brother? All my people. So after Paribus, we're gonna move on to the. Oh, and of course, guys, my patrons, they have the full list of all of this. I do like a weekly watch list. We also have like a Discord now. Come over here and show you guys. There's a free Discord if you guys want to go into it. There's also a paid one. Let me see. Can I get a link to the Discord right quick to give you guys? Copy. So the patrons, they got like a private spot in the Discord, but definitely come over here. Get into the free Discord. Just mess around. Oh, you were messing around with DJ Strictly? Yeah, there's the Discord link. Come on over there, guys. Definitely want to start a community so we can all start like sharing stuff about coins. I can look at it, you guys can look at it, and we can just take advantage of being, having numbers. You know what I mean? It's all about the community. It's all about the community. So yeah, so got that. We also have a Telegram, which I also put in the general messages of the Discord. So whichever one you guys want to use, let's start forming this community so we can start looking at coins and NFTs together. Alrighty, so let me see here. Where are we going next? So, okay, let's go next to Thorchain. And let's see. Let's look at them on CoinMarketCap. So the reason I'm like high on Thorchain, or Thorchain, we should say. Let's just put in Rune. Is because Thorchain has hooked up with Haven, which is going to be another coin that we're going to talk about. So you can see Thorchain max supply only 500 million. That's actually a pretty good max supply. They've made it so Haven, a privacy coin, can like unload stuff on their network. So the big problem with Monero as a privacy coin is there's really no chain where you can go and kind of like take your stuff off of Monero with that chain. So Haven, they've done some pretty innovative things in the privacy coin space, in that now that they're hooked up with Thorchain, Rune, uh, you can actually unload your stuff on there on that chain. So it makes it a lot easier for you to unload your privacy coins doing it that way. So let's see here. Let me let's search it so you guys can see Thor and Haven. Thanks to devs for their continued efforts. We are getting much closer to the launch of first private assets on Thorchain. So they're getting closer to it. It's not completely done yet. There's never been a more important It has never been more important to give people tools to protect their privacy. The combo of Thorchain's cross-chain DEX and Haven's private stable assets like XUSD will be unstoppable. So this is from Haven Protocol themselves. And the reason why this is so important, guys, we went over it before in a Gentleman of Crypto episode where we did all privacy chain coins, or I'm sorry, all privacy coins. So make sure you check that one out. It's in there. We're gonna get I think, yeah, King already put up the playlist, so check that out. Totally about privacy coins, but the reason, so we're gonna go into it a little bit here though. The reason this is so important is because they're really cracking down on crypto KYCs and putting regulation in the crypto space. So a lot of people, especially after that whole MetaMask not allowing transactions to Russia type deal, are thinking, hey, I need to move over to like a Haven protocol where I can keep my coins private, keep my identity kind of private, and have the ability to send crypto to whoever I want to. Because I don't know if you guys know, if you try using like MoneyGram and PayPal and all these different things, they will fee the mess out of you. They will charge you a large amount of fees just to send money to someone, and just being able to do it through crypto is so much easier. It's less fees, it's less clearing time, so that's very important. And it's also very important to kind of just be able to do that and not have anyone shut you down like that. Because if you look at the whole Russia type deal is going on, despite whose side you're on, they're just people, Russian people, Ukrainian people, who they have nothing to do with this war. This is the government's warring. They're just regular people, and they got all their services and stuff shut off, and then MetaMask just did that to them. So that's just messed up. So that's why a lot of people are looking at this space. And I think people are going to continue to look at this space, because I know a lot of different things, like even my Webull, and even in the stock world, they're like adding different adding different like privacy things on there where you gotta fill out new paperwork and all of that. And this is like, I've had this account for like a year or two, so they're definitely getting so that they're cracking down with security in these spaces. So stuff like this is definitely needed. So again, Haven protocol, they're the only privacy protocol that has a privacy stablecoin. So that's what's important about them. And also, like I said, that you can unload your stuff on Thorchain as soon as that's available. Okay. Let me just check and see if we got any questions on that. FKYC, I feel you, bro. What's up, Michael Kennedy? Raise 3RP XRP. What's up? So yeah, so Haven and Thor Rune is on our list there, and just like my guy XRP guy was saying, it also goes without saying, if we do get to a point where we're still with the Bitcoin going down to 28K, that's also a really good point in time to pick up some Bitcoin and some Ethereum, because I definitely believe in Bitcoin, and I definitely believe it will be over 100K someday. So if it comes down to 28K, definitely try to grab some of it. Comes down to 32, just scale a little bit into it. Not financial advice, but yeah, this might be the last little dip down to like a 28K mark that we see from a Bitcoin. Okay, so got that. Oh, and I think it's pretty funny too, because Charles Hoskinson was telling us, like, hey, from what I heard, it's gonna take them a really long time to get Ethereum, this Ethereum thing fixed. And then they were all coming out like they were gonna have Ethereum 2.0 done by the end of last year. Nope, didn't have it done by the end of last year. Then they said they were gonna have it done like what, in June, and they pushed that back. So Charles had been telling us this for a while, so it's pretty funny. I think everybody knows these type of things, but they try to make it seem like it's going to be getting done earlier, just to kind of make people not lose faith in Ethereum. But whatevskis. Let's see here. Can you put that in chat again? I think I still have it pasted. Yep. If we drop that low, I'm buying all the ETH I can. Okay, there's the Discord link again. I don't know if it's going to be taken off or not, but there it is. So next token we can go into is HBAR. So a lot of people didn't like HBAR because it's not truly decentralized, and they have a lot of big partners behind them that are like the big kind of corporate people like Google and whatnot. Let's see if we can go on there. But I like HBAR, and I like that they finally have a staking option available. Let's see here. So let's go on their site. They'll probably tell us their partners there. They have a lot of corporate, like, bigwig partners, like LCX, a coin I've talked about before on here. Let's see here. Okay, we can see it. Boeing. I mean, like, they got the whole, like, WEF, like, team up in here. Boeing, Google, IBM. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to go any further. LG. Yeah. So yeah, they got the whole crew in here. But yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like Hedera. But if you got people like Google and IBM and Boeing behind you, Chainlink, you got those type of people behind you. They got some big pockets. You know what I mean? So that's something to note. So it's probably not gonna fail. So if we come over here, HBAR, and this is another thing too to look at, y'all. Money locked in DeFi from being like 237 billion has dropped all the way under 200 billion to 93 something billion, and yesterday it was 94 billion. So we're just getting red. Another key that we're probably going to be in this thing at least till June. But let's go over here and look at chains. Look at that, Ethereum. They're close to being under 100 billion locked, which is almost crazy to think about. Let's see here. Near is getting a lot locked up in it, but what did we come on here for? Algorand, or no, HBAR. There we go. So Hedera, if we come over here and look at the Stater site, they're actually giving you staking Hedera and giving you interest rate for it. I'm not going to click on this because I think it might bring up my Hedera wallet. But yeah, they're actually giving you what are they called? Those interest-based tokens. What do they call them over here? Synthetic assets or whatever. Those. So they're actually staking it. You're getting synthetic assets, which you could also put somewhere and have those have interest as well. So high on Hedera for that. High on them for their partnership with LCX, which we've talked about a little bit on here before. They've also got a deal in place with South Korea to do their stable coin for their whole, the whole of South Korea. So the future is bright for these guys, but again, just keep in mind, we're still expecting this to be bearish till June. Any of these things that you're gonna get in, just wet your feet on them. Don't try to go in full bore. So they're teaming up to do a new standard for security tokens and tokenized digital assets. What that can be exactly, we don't necessarily know, but we already know that LCX is in Tiamons, and these are NFT backed diamonds. So that's the type of money they're working with, that they have NFTs backed by diamonds, which if you want to, you can turn in the NFT and actually redeem it for your diamond. But with holding the NFT, you also get this Tiamon, this TIA token. And the TIA token it's if you come over here and look at the tokenomics, we won't go so deep into it. So I have videos on it. I mentioned it before on the channel, so you can definitely come over to my channel or look at the past Gentlemen of Crypto episodes about the actual tokenomics. That TIA token is a real long time play, a long play. Because over time they're burning tokens, they're burning XC or storing LCX in a reserve. So this is a real long time play. But if you look at this Tiamon's example, you can imagine they could do the same thing with gold. They could do the same thing with silver. They could do the same thing with other precious gems. So that's what we can imagine the standard for security tokens and tokenized digital assets to be, something like backing these real world precious metals and precious gems. So let's see here. That was HBAR. Oh, okay. Let me just also show you HBAR, how they're teamed up with South Korea. Boy, I can't type today. Let's see. There it is down there. South Korean won backed stablecoin international remittance POC on Hedera. And also we can get as deep as talking about international remittance. That's a real big money area. The guys on, oh my God, get their name. Oh my God. Now it's gonna burn me up. Simon Family. So Simon Family on the Gentleman of Crypto Network, they get into how remittance is a big time money area. That's why again we're all about Hedera. They're getting into the remittance. They're getting into replacing an entire like South Korean won fiat currency with the stable coin. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge, right? So let's see. Next on our list, we got what? 20 more minutes. Also, throw one out there if you guys want to come over to my channel afterwards for about 30 or 40 minutes. And we can like just, you guys can ask me questions and whatnot. We can go over some projects you guys are interested in. But for right now, let's finish off this list. But throw one over there if you want to go live stream after this on the channel. Let's see. Okay, next on my list is XPR Photon. So we went over Photon a little bit before, but they're still going real strong with this Photon loan thing that they're doing. Even though their coin has gone down to like under a cent, I believe. If we come over here and look at, that's not what I wanted. They still got about 25 million locked up over here, and they're still doing lending on these deals. So it's a really nice thing. And they also want to work with payments and remittances. And the way that they do their wallets and their portfolios is really innovative. So it's like, I don't have to give you my credit card and my personal information, because if I give you my credit card, you can write it down, you can go use it on Amazon or whatever. Like, I'm really like opening myself up to a lot of scams by giving you my credit card and having you write down my real name, having you write down my card information. Instead, they want to do something where it's like you just give them like an address or like a shorthand like nickname or whatever. You just give them like hashtag Blackrue investing. So that way it's like you don't even know my real name. There's no number for you to write down. And Proton's already done the thing in the background where they're doing clearing, and they're doing connecting whatever fiat or bank needs to be connected. Bing bang boom. Now you're protected in that you're not getting your name and your personal information out, and now you're just able to get streamlined transactions through the blockchain. So I like that they're doing that, along with having their own exchange, and then of course this loan program. So they're more than just remittance payments, and they're more than just a payment system. They got these loans and the DeFi going, and they also have their own chain. So that's why we're all gaga for XPR. And then let's take a little break from coins and move over to the NFT space. I don't know if y'all know this, but there was a recent NFL draft. So in this space, we're going to be able to buy packs. I don't know if you guys ever collected when you were younger, but I did. And all they did was move over a concept that they know worked in real space and tokenized it. We already know people buy basketball, baseball, football, hockey cards, right? So they just tokenized it and made it a little bit more hip in that you got an actual like moment with this, instead of having it be this 2D type like picture. It's now like a little 4-second JPEG. And here is Jalen Waddle doing Jalen Waddle things. Touchdown. So These are the cards that tend to hold their value more because they're rookie cards. I think this one, if we go to marketplace, sells for like 20. So they're going to be an upcoming rookie class, right? So you got the opportunity to get those rookies and have a nice little big boom. And if you get a lower like mint number, that's even better. Or you manage to get the player's jersey number, that's even better. They also have these specialized cards called like Legendary and Ultimate. Let's see if we can find. And if you land on one of these boys, it's a really nice time. Like Patrick Mahomes, freaking legendary at 10K. TJ Watt, legendary, almost 2,000. Like, so if you land on one of these, you really kind of hit the jackpot. But also if you land on a pretty good rookie, like I think I landed on a Trevor Lawrence. I sold that boy for like 700, which I'm sure it might be more at this point. I think I sold it for like 750 to be honest. Oh, okay. No, not the legendary. Okay, so I made out okay. I landed on the Trevor Lawrence rookie. I sold it for 750. So there, it's gone down to 665. But see, that's the kind of deal that you can hit here. And I think this card packs only sell for like 50, something like 50, and that's a pretty cool thing. But start looking for stuff like this because you know that the draft just happened, the NFL season is about to come up, and the coins seem like they're headed to continue to be bare. Another one to look out for is the NBA Top Shot. An NBA Top Shot, they honestly do really reward you for building a collection. They're trying to do that with the whole NFL thing where they do challenges, but the NBA Top Shot, they've gotten it down to a really good science, and that they do these things called collector points. And if you build up your collector's points to a certain level, you actually get ahead of the queue. So they're really giving you an advantage if you build up your points so that you can get ahead of these queues and like kind of have first dibs at rare cards. So if we come over here, take a look, premium pack. So about $89, but if I click on these cards, you'll see it's a better deal than that. You're pretty much gonna make money. So I haven't gotten to the second level queue yet, but build up those cards like that. You can get that. There are also challenges you can do. So let me show you this challenge. Okay, so my previously completed challenges. Let's do that. So I did these, and I got like 4 of these playoff packs. A lot of the cards that I had to use were similar because they were all people in the playoffs that would like get over a certain amount of points or whatever, like Doncic, Giannis, Jimmy Butler, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant. So a lot of these, I ended up using the same cards. And I got dropped one of these packs, which if you come over here and look at the pack drop thing, those packs were like 19 a piece. So I really got rewarded for buying cards and kind of holding on to them. So that's what I'm saying here with these guys. Oops, sorry about that. So that's what I'm saying with these guys. You'll really get rewarded by kind of building a collection here, and I'm hoping they kind of figure out the same thing with the NFL. But thing to note is, even though it's ran by the same company, the NFL might have just different requirements than what the NFL than what the NBA does. So just know that. But there's definitely an opportunity here. Um, Saying is how they're gonna have new rookie classes, um, yeah, and new specialized cards. So definitely an opportunity both with Top Shot and NFL all day. See if we got any more questions, or we're moving to our last coin. Strictly Sports. I got 10 of those waddles. Yeah, buddy. Bought them for $4 or $5 when the pack dropped. Oh yes, that's a nice move. I love it. See, and that's one of the things you can speculate on too. If you really watch your sports and you know what's going on, you can speculate on rookies and just hold those boys. Um, so now, like, if we go look at Jalen Waddle, I know it's at least an $18 card. Let's go look at it just cause you mentioned that. That's a really good point to note. Waddle. Okay, player name. What's up? Waddle. Okay, so yeah, those boys are $29 or $21 now. So your boy Strictly, he what 4x'd it. Oh, yeah, 4x it. 4 or 3x'd it, whatever. So let's see here, going back. So that's something to really note there. And all day no good end up with two of the same nobody player. You know, that's one of the things I've been criticizing all day about. Their player choices are like ridiculous. Like I really don't understand it. And you know, I'm from Detroit. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Some of these Detroit Lions players that they're picking, like, how are you picking Jalen Reeves Maben? He doesn't even start. Like, I understand you got to have some bad cards, but like, I don't know who they have picking the cards. I really don't. Pull both Donald Dri- pulled the both of the Donald Driver and the Historic Pack, sold them for the challenge they have for a 250 profit. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Strictly, nice stuff, bro. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, guys. So yeah, there's some nice opportunities here. They do have like whack players that they drop, and I that burns my it like really grinds my gears. But there are opportunities here, especially with the upcoming rookie class. You can't really get that wrong as far as like the players that they're gonna get from it. You know, it's just like, you know, the first round, second round, third round, pretty much, and then, like, you know, of course, some players are gonna emerge during the season, and that gives them more players to put out later on. Um, but definitely, just like Strictly Sports just mentioned, how he speculated on these bottles. Um, from the first round and the second round, there's going to be like a running back or a couple receivers that are going to blow up. You know, grab their cards while you can, speculate, come back a couple months later, be happy with yourself. You know, so that's that about it. And same thing goes for the NBA. Like, the NBA draft is going to come up pretty soon after the playoffs, so that's going to be something to speculate on. And another thing, these guys put out a blog here that you can access via their site. So helpful. telling you exactly where they're planning to go with the rest of the season's cards. So they show you the roadmap, which is awesome. This NBA Top Shot, I swear, the way this is working and the way they rolled this out is absolutely the best NFT rollout. Period. It's so mutually beneficial. The players benefit, the owners benefit, the fans benefit. This is absolutely the 100% best NFT rollout ever. Also here, I like how they do their whole collector score points. There was something else I was gonna mention on that. Oh yeah, so I'm kind of getting my collector score points. That's what I wanted to mention. So they give you boosts and points for owning either an entire set or the entire like player base for a team. And I just happened to choose the Timberwolves because they were the cheapest ones to get finished. So I'm getting like tons of extra points just by owning like all of these Timberwolves. So now if I go and, for instance, buy a, let me go show you my collection. And then the higher the series, the more points you get for it. So if I went out right now and bought a Series 2, so Series 2, for the Series 2, you normally get like 12 points for those. But since I finished off all the player list for the Timberwolves, and I also finished off season Series 3, if I bought this Jarrett Vanderbilt, instead of giving me 12 points, it now gives me 30 points. So that's something to note. Like, if you're really trying to get your collection going, buy like these Series 2 ones, because the Series 2 give you 12 points as opposed to the Series 3, which is the latest series. They only give you 2 points. So you're really hurting yourself if you buy a Series 3 for like, that only gives you 2 points and is out there for $2, when you could buy a Series 4. If you buy a Series 3, you get 2 collector's points. But if you buy a Series 2, you get 12 collector's points. So in the instance where you could buy a Series 2 for like $4 as opposed to a Series 3 for $3, you're getting more bang for your point buck by buying a Series 2. If that makes sense. So let's see. Today we actually didn't get to go through our full list for once. I will do a live stream afterwards for anybody on my channel, for anybody who wants to come over for that. But right now, let's just finish this off with Stellar right quick, because I wanted to get to them. Stellar, I think, has a lot of potential too, because they have a deal in place with MoneyGram. Again with those remittance payments, right? MoneyGram, they just figured it out. Like, okay, these guys can do payments quicker than we can, and they can do them for less fees. So we might as well kind of, get in bed with these guys now before they push us out of the business. So with this deal going on, MoneyGram would get to use Stellar's blockchain in order to clear payments, like with a blockchain. So their payments will be cleared a lot faster, and they would probably reduce fees based on like Stellar having them have faster clearing. So it's a good win-win for both sides. Because again, if you guys listen to Simon Family, they went into how down in Latin America, like there's no real education on this right now, because they went to El Salvador. Like the people didn't understand what a QR code is, and it's not because they are not capable of understanding it. There's just no education on it right now. Um, so for Stellar to partner with MoneyGram, they're kind of pushing themselves forward now too, because now people don't have to really go out there and learn what a QR code is, what a wallet is, and all this type of stuff. So it's really, really mutually beneficial for all of them right now. Um, but yeah, definitely catch the Simon family. They do some really unique content. I really like their content on here because they're giving you boots on the ground information about how Bitcoin is functioning in El Salvador and Mexico and places like this, because they actually travel to the places and see what's going on there for themselves with their own eyes. So it's incredible. It's incredible content. So definitely check those guys out. Um, let's see here. Any other questions? I'm gonna gather those questions and I will address them on the talkback on my channel. Oh, daughter just out of a soccer game. That's okay, Strictly. Thanks for coming by for even this around the time, bro. I appreciate it. Catch you Monday, bro. See you, Satoshi. Blackrue, are you in the gentleman? Yes, I'm in the Gentleman of Crypto Discord as well. Let's see here. All right, y'all. So no questions, but I'm gonna go over to my channel for a bit and do a live stream. So come on over to darkhorsewatcher.com. It'll lead you right to my YouTube, and it might just take me a little bit because I gotta change the streaming key from Gentleman of Crypto to my own streaming key. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.